So welcome along to our first race in the 2026 season. We have to win the championship within now 2 years, and we are in the major technical changes as well. We are going to accept our target because otherwise the road to glory for Williams is never going to be the same. So time to review the regulations, manage the season's engine and negotiate with sponsors. So main fund 98 million, all looks pretty handy over there. We probably could do a little bit extra of that, get a bit of extra cash in. Race day factory event, yeah, that's fine. Car parts pause for the day of the event, that's fine. Reduce join each weekend and make appearance, I'm not going to do that. And merchandising, pre-season cost is 13 million. I'm going to just do a bit more of that, hopefully get some more money back. That's going to knock and give us about 9 million, I think, then. Income per race, 3.5. And we go to the balance tab. Oh, entry fee, car development, all in. Look at these. I mean, we did a fair bit, but we are still well behind. Maybe everybody else will be as well. I'm very interested to see where we will be in this season. So everything stays the same. No real changes around here. Now, we have been with Mercedes this whole time, and it's been pretty balanced, and I think I'm going to keep this Mercedes engine. Now, I do obviously like a Ferrari. Just looking at fuel efficiency is okay. I mean, Mercedes have got the more rounded. They haven't got as much power. We've got less wear resistance. We've got thermal resistance. I want to stay with it. Can we get... Yeah, let's go with Mercedes. I want to keep this going because wow, we had 53 million. Now we got 23. So this is what's different with this season. Now round one comes from Bahrain. Now last season we didn't have any money to start with. We couldn't make any parts. Now we've got 23 million. We can go and make the parts, and let's have a look because that should be a realistic of where we are. So 5th, 3rd, 3rd, and we're obviously on level 1s for everything. So let's go and build pit crew performance. Oh Jesus, need to get that pit time down though. So pit stop time is wanting to come down a lot. We are well rested. Let's build some more pit stop drills in there. We can probably get a little bit more gym training out of that. Chance of mistake is a bit higher, but let's do pit stop drill as well. This is very nicely. I mean, they're working hard this season. 4.29, that comes down again, and they're well rested actually, so we can keep, I think, hitting the gym. Hitting the gym, boys. Or do we want to get... No, we want to get these in as well. Let's get some of them in. Go back to this side. Yeah, this is looking good for the pit crew. We're all blue. Get the gym training in for the time. Get that down as hard as we can. They're not having a day off. They're getting a bit tired now, actually. Maybe that's a bit of a worry. They are stacked. They're going to be knackered. Well, that's what you get for being so rubbish. I want to get that under 3.3. There you go, 3.3. And then I think we'll leave it as rest. So that is a pretty hard schedule for the team for 31 days, but we're going to get that pit time down to 3.3. ATR has started, so let's have a look at our car. Where do we need to improve? Acceleration is terrible. Acceleration is really bad. Let's go on the underfloor. Let's design. Going to use probably around that at the moment. I'm going to use half, just over half, like that. So design focus. We want to bring the minimum lifespan down to the bottom. Obviously, I appreciate it's a lot slower build up in the initial first race. So drag reduction we can build up higher. We'd lose a bit of low speed there. I think we go all the way down the bottom. It says low speed drifts, but it does there. So I think we go there. Medium speed, just watching the numbers, really. Dirty air tolerance. Let's go performance. But it does make me a bit faster if I go like that. Let's go about there. High speed. Where are we on high speed at the minute? Still, we're about third on everything, aren't we? So I'm going to put that there. Airflow sensitivity. We lose that. We lose that. And I'm going to go there. So that's going to build our part. We're going to stick 3 engineers on it. Now, it will be done in 36 days. We should have enough time to then build. So I'm not going to rush that in. So 1.4 million. Then we're going to focus on the front wing. No, rear wing. DRS effectiveness. That's what we want to focus on. We'll do a bit of the remaining ATR, like so. And then we will bring the minimum lifespan down. We need to bring this acceleration down because it's 15th. Can we get any of that? Wow, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you bring acceleration down. Oh, +6. Dirty air tolerance, yeah, we can live without that. +2, +6. We'll get a bit of that back if we can. There you go. Like so. I think we go with that. We do gain a bit there. So we're just losing out a little bit here and there. But it's still moving up. There you go. And then we've just done high speed. We have airflow sensitivity. Say as it is. So that is some great improvements, look. And looking at that is very nice. Acceleration with a very vital upgrade. So again, that will be ready in time just doing normal. And then what else do we want to look at? We probably want to look at front wing. We need to try and bring this acceleration down. So we can bring it down here. Not anything there. 222, 810, brake cooling. I need to bring brake cooling down a bit. So I think we'll go there. Just looking at the numbers. Brake cooling definitely needs to come down. So I'm going to go there. High speed. I lose the brake cooling. So I'm going to keep it. Brake cooling does get back up nicely here. Airflow sensitivity. 4222. Let's keep it there. Do lose a bit of speed. But let's go there. So that's looking pretty good. Looking at performance. Nice little increase over it as well. Again, we'll put in 2 engineers. 41 days is a bit more tight, so we are going to rush that one through. Still be able to build one more part, I believe. We can build one more part. And we'll go for Cassipods or suspension. We need to bring the acceleration. That's what I'm quite worried about. I mean, we are going to get some acceleration back, don't worry. This acceleration does go up, doesn't bring us up on the rank, does on car 2. Let's go there. So drag reduction. Oh yes, here you go. Engine cooling. Let's go there. We can worry about that again at some point. There you go. Just watching the engine cooling here because acceleration is going up +4. There you go. How does that look? Yeah, let's do that. Final 2, 32 days, plenty of time. So that is looking very nice. Surely we've got to be in for the money this season. We'll do this first race and see what we've got under our belt. We have got underfloor reduced deadline. Oh, absolutely. 26th of February to the 30th of Jan. Yeah, thank you very much. That is lovely. Well, when is it complete? Here we go. Designs are completing. Front wing is completed. Let's just do 1 day as well for an underfloor. So let's now manufacture. We don't want to manufacture too many. We'll probably do 5. So we've got front wing. We've got no expertise with these parts, so we'll do 5. First one done in, well, they're going to be done absolutely fine. And the other port was the underfloor, I think, so we'll make 5 of, probably make more of them because we won't go and improve the underfloor massively for a while. So let's go and build them out. Don't think we can build anything else at the moment. I think we're all on base 1. 1, 1, and 1. Yep, so just going to wait for this new design, which is about to complete here. Drivers have been developing nicely. Pit crew are all good, and they're still on. We've got to get this pit stop time in. I mean, that looks mad, but might be because they're a bit tired. I'd say it is because they're a little bit tired. So just got to balance this out again. We've given them a little bit of rest, like so. There you go. Bit of rest works wonders sometimes. Can we get maybe one more gym in? Yeah, well, we can. And then rest that. So that's good. That's happy with me. Attributes are down 1. But we have got a chance of mistake up slightly. Jax is just -1 everything. We could do that. And that. I think I'm going to just leave it as that. Unless I can risk it anymore. Pit statue, there you go. Let's give it that. I think that's pretty good. Can get better with that. Gym training we can get in there as 2. Gym training in there. Pit stop drill in there. Chance of mistake is up to 19. So we don't really want that. Let's move that down. Let's just probably give him some rest. 19. And there you go. So we'll probably go with that. It's good on the pit crew to lower the time down. Happy days. And then we'll get this design complete. So I should have designed more actually. What am I thinking? Why didn't I do any more? So suspension, we obviously want to get better, so we'll bring that down. Look at the grid. So rank 2 at the moment. Obviously that takes out that. Takes out my low speed as well. So I'm going to go there. Low speed, I lose brake cooling. I lose my medium speed here. So I want to keep it at that. Get a bit more brake cooling in. Let's go with there. Oh, I lose 8, but I lose a lot. Let's go there. So I think nice steady 18 days. It's not going to be ready in time. When's the next race after that? 32. So we probably still need to rush it through. Let's go 2. Going to spend a bit more money to get these through. We haven't done a chassis yet, so let's just try and improve that. Acceleration is key here. That improves. This is going to be interesting when our parts come on. There you go. I'm going to take out engine cooling. I need my acceleration back this season. And engine cooling is going to be terrible here. Let's try and +7, +3, and lose a high speed. I think we go with that. And that is ideally, we would have wanted that a little bit quicker if we could. We're not going to, 17 days, you're not going to be able to manufacture a part. You could do it in 3. But I need to really get a part on the go as well. Let's do 2. Let's just, we don't need to rush it then. 26 versus 32. It's still going to give me enough time. We'll probably go 1 more. There you go. And let's do 1 more to finish off. So, I mean, I don't think we can really... I mean, it's telling me I can improve that front wing, but I thought I've already got a decent front wing on. Well, let's try it again. That's probably on the current one, isn't it, actually? So let's not go another one. So let's do, we've got 3 there. We're factoring front wing, underfloor, rear wing suspension, side pods. What did I do with side pods? Or have I not done anything with side pods at the moment? I must not have done side pods. So reduce that down. Acceleration. I felt like I just did side pods, to be honest. Let's move all that out. Get acceleration back. And let's get some more cooling. I thought I did side pods. Clearly I haven't. 1.5 mil. And there you go. So this is going to be... Oh yeah, there you go. It's literally there. That's why I thought we'd done side pods. I had literally finished them. I want to cancel that. Win time or CFD, so we've lost issue. I want to continue. Because I had created side pods. First car part 7 days. Cool. Can I make anything else? Chassis. Rear wing. I've got a rear wing manufacturing, have I not? No, I haven't. Rear wing. Let's make 5 of them. First car part 3 days. All good. Now I can't make anything else. We've got some manufacturing completing. Design centre improvement. Million. 50% for 45 days. Yes, please. Here we go. I will take that. Obviously, I can't manufacture anymore. But it is looking pretty good. Now, let's just go on one more. Manufacturer front wing complete. Let's just add that to the car. So, what do we got? We can't put a chassis on yet. Front wing. And let's look at the rank on the grid. Brings us up very nicely. Install that on car 1 and car 2. Rear wing is ready. Install that on car 1 and car 2. Side pods, we've got 1 ready. We'll install that on car 1. Underfloor, we've got that on car 1 and car 2. And suspension, we can't do yet. So that's looking okay. Upgrade to factory level 4. Yes, sir. So, let's have a look. Post Bahrain testing. Car performance. First, 11th, first, 5th, 12th. Are we going to be fantastic this season? There's a strong chance of that being the case. Front wing is fine. Rear wing is on. Side pods, we've only got 1. Underfloor, we've obviously got the best one on there. And suspension, we haven't got. So, what do we got making? Race weekend in 2 days. Did I actually forget to manufacture some side pods? Side pods, underfloor, rear wing. Where's the suspension? It's not designed yet, is it? There it is. So, underfloor, rear wings. We're looking pretty good. We can design a lot. Whether or not it will make it any better look is key. Because that is 31 kph down. You can't do really anything there. Not really do anything on that. ATR is going to have to sort this one out, I think. Just going to see if there's any wiggle room. There's not. So we'll hold off on that then. And we'll see what we do in this first race first of all. We'll continue through. We have got some manufacturing completing. But has that enabled me to be able to add it? Not yet. Front wing is fine. Rear wing is fine. Side pods is not installed on car 2. Underfloor is fine. Suspension still designing. So performance targets. Now surely we've got to reach both in Q2. We always have a slow start of the season. Both cars in the top 6 because we're looking pretty good. Fastest lap we will take, and a qualifying finishing streak of one car in the top, both cars in the top 6 for 5 races. Is that risky? Probably, but we're here not to mess around. Look at our car. First. That is what we need. In Bahrain, race 1. We could be absolutely stunning in this race. Let's get into qualifying though and see what our pace is like. So welcome along to Q1, but let's take a look first who we have And we've got some new driver lineups in Haas. We'll have a look after the session. But Ocon and Gasly, where's Norris? Norris in a Ferrari. Wow. Where's Leclerc? Leclerc in Red Bull. Where's Perez? Perez is out of F1. Wow, Perez is gone. That is huge. Albon and Zhou Guanyu. Where's Alonso? Alonso is gone in 2026. Wow, big changes out there. That is very interesting. Now we're going to start a lap. We're going to see what sort of pace we have. Remember, we've struggled in the last 2 years at Bahrain, so we're going to be hoping for different this time around. But Verstappen's still in Red Bull, and let's see what laps we do. 1:30.8, matched pretty closely by Porsche. So we're coming to an end on this session, and we only did 1 lap. I've just sent them out again on some used tyres just to see if we can improve, but at the minute we are improving. The track has rubbered in. Bit of traffic in the middle sector as well by the look of it, so we'll see what Stroll can do. You can see it's just right behind there of the Mercedes, getting a lovely slipstream all the way down. And used tyres this is, so let's see if we can improve. We're going to get a lovely tow, and Stroll is going to put himself on pole in Q1, that is. Porsche P4. We are well in the mix. Well in the mix then, heading into what will be Q2. Let's see who we've got then. So Williams, we've got Stroll and Porsche. Red Bull have got Leclerc, Verstappen. Haas have got Drogovic and Vasseur from the lower series F2s. We've got Sainz in the Mercedes still, with Russell and Norris now in Ferrari. McLaren go with Ocon and Gasly. Alpine go Magnussen and Yuki Tsunoda. We've got Bottas back in a Mercedes. Valtteri Bottas is back in a Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen. Nyck de Vries is back in Alfa Romeo with Antonio Giovinazzi. Both Aston Martins out in Q1. Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo, the slowest cars, were both at Alfa Tauri. Wow, big changes then on the F1 grid as we head into Q2. And we'll put in a time straight away. We don't need to mess around, as there's another car, Bottas, coming out. Mercedes looking to go back to their historic DRS enabled. Russell's just come out, and we've just got a nice clean lap here. Porsche will be getting a tow all the way around as well. And a 1:30.5, 1:30.7 for Porsche. So we don't really need to go again in this session, but I'm sending them out for the glitz and the glam of Bahrain and just getting some more yardage under our car. We've got Nyck de Vries, who is blocking us both at the moment, or one of us at least. And on the used tyres, we don't improve that much with Stroll. If anything, Porsche has had a stronger lap, but again, look, he's blocked up right behind the Alfa Romeo. And, well, he has to jink out. He does purple, where he goes pole. Even with that jink, he's back on to provisional pole only in Q2 there, remember. So, that was on used tyres. Looks like we're holding some pace. And looks like we are going to be looking good in this race. We've finally built a car ready for the start of the season. It's only took us into our 4th season, but it looks like we're finally back. Porsche on pole. It's not even pole, we're in Q2. I need to start getting Haas. Look at Haas in 5th and 6th. Obviously 2026 does throw out some massive changes. Russell's out, Valtteri is out, McLaren is still there. Now we fight for pole. Now we can talk some proper English. And we're going to push off straight away. So let's go Stroll. Let's go for Porsche. One quick lap, and then we'll be back onto actually watching their lap for their final run. Ocon just coming out. That shouldn't affect us. We should have a long enough gap. We actually might get a bit of slipstream down the final. 30.7 and a 30.5 for Porsche, with one more run to go. So Red Bull are being annoying. They're just not going away, and we're about 2 tenths, 1.5 tenths off the pace at the moment. Now the track has rubbered to very high, so we are gonna, or should, improve as we go through a middle sector. Should be a clear lap as well. We've got Sainz ahead of us, who, not sure if he looks like he's on a flying lap. And here we go then. So let's go Porsche this time and watch his lap unfold as he comes through turns 1 and 2 and down the straight. DRS opens nicely, and we need improvement if he wants to take pole. Through the first sector he hasn't improved to 27.2, but it's a 27.1 for Stroll. So Stroll improving through this first sector. He was 3.5 tenths off to begin with. Now, can we start motoring along? Can we snatch pole? Or is it going to be a distance between Red Bull and Williams and the rest of the field? Pourchaire coming, it's purple for Stroll, 40.4. It's only a 40.7 for Pourchaire. He's off the pace. Pourchaire, though, and Stroll come round the final corners. Stroll to attack the finishing line. Stroll puts himself on provisional pole. Pourchaire finishes only P4. Leclerc isn't improving. Verstappen isn't improving. Leclerc now goes purple in the middle sector as Verstappen ditches it. Leclerc. Will Leclerc break our hearts on race 1? Oh, he will. We could have had pole. It is not going to be pole. It is going to be P2 and P4. It's Red Bull versus Williams all over again. And there's a big gap, nearly 3 tenths back, well 2 tenths, to Felipe Drugovich in the Haas. Haas performing well, Ferrari nowhere to be seen. So, interestingly, we have a chance at a very strong championship. Softs for Stroll, happy with that. Pourchaire is going to go the other way around, medium and soft, showing that that strategy is quicker, but not if we just extend out a little bit. Let's try and get a second. It's about there, which looks good. So, we need to get a great start. We need to get this winning car from last season, which won a lot of races and now better than ever, ahead of Charles. Charles in his new Red Bull team. Let's see what we can do. There you go. 2 Red Bulls to the left, 2 Williams to the right. What are we going to do in season 2026? It is. Away we go. And we'll go on board. It's Verstappen attacking early. Mediums. Verstappen softs. And we've got a great start under the lights and the darkness of Bahrain. Pourchaire's not had a great start. Drugovich has been absolutely a beast. And we now move down. So what I'm going to do this trick again. While everyone is next to each other. It's not really a trick, it's just what I've found works best for saving tyres. And you can see the Red Bull just piercing away at the moment. And we don't want to just burn off too many tyres here. So we'll keep it at that. We'll hopefully stay within this Red Bull of Leclerc. Leclerc and Verstappen in the same car. That is a phenomenal driver lineup. Pourchaire has got a lot of soft tyres around him. So remember, he'll probably go backwards first, but he'll be quicker at the end. Verstappen does his fastest lap. Or the fastest lap, but we only had 1. So still pushing the fuel, pushing the ERS. Leclerc looks like he's struggling a little bit out of the corners, as he was done in Bahrain originally this season in real life F1. Drugovich has already dropped a second to the leading 3. And all again, it's just all about this tyre management phase. Back again for more. We need DRS to really click in. We're going to top up for both. We're just going to try, and we should be able to keep within a second from here. And we should be no problem to get DRS next lap. 8 tenths Pourchaire. He's got Ocon right behind him. Not anymore. Remember, it's the soft tyres. We've got to expect the pain initially, as DRS will now be enabled. So we'll get it on the next sector, or the next few corners. We'll watch on board from Verstappen. So DRS should get enabled now, and it does. And we watch, and we wait for a move, but not this time. Again, just conserving. We will probably just deploy here, actually. Let's see if we can just absolutely bolt past through this sector. We'll go through turn 9 and turn 10. And now we should get a very good exit on the soft tyres. Perez, Leclerc even. I keep saying Perez. I'm so used to Perez being in that Red Bull. Not today. We are ahead. We are into P1. Leclerc P2. Imagine he'll come back at us with DRS, though. So expect that not to be over. It's going to chop and change like it always does under DRS in F1. In F1 Manager, that is. And now we go down the straight. Here comes Charles Leclerc. He is just going to hit the front. Stroll's going to fight it back. But we get the DRS. And we do manage to snatch that lead back. Where is Pourchaire? He's a second off the pace. It is the mediums that is why he's struggling. Down in P7. So we've actually bolted. We haven't bolted by design either. It's 7 tenths the gap currently to 9 tenths now to Leclerc, who's got a bit of DRS here, but we are just going to push and see if we can break that. Pourchaire is only in 8th, but he is slowly coming back to Sainz, and you can see we're lapping a little bit slower, but we are now pushing hard. We've got that gap to 1.4, and here comes the swapperoo Verstappen now, and it's the fastest lap for us with Stroll. So we go into a nice little gap. We'll top back up. 1.6 seconds will give us around a lap saving grace as Norris comes through, and it's all these soft tyres absolutely pushing hard. So lap 11, we knew Verstappen would be on our tails, and he's used a little bit more tyre, that's why he is. Leclerc's dropped back on the mediums, and Pourchaire, sadly, just doesn't have the early pace, but he has been hit hard. It's only 6 seconds to Perez, but it is because everyone is using their tyres hard. Stroll and Verstappen going at it now. And who is going to, as long as there's no mistakes here, that's the key, and we're going to get DRS, I believe, down the straight. Will be ran wide by Verstappen, but as we go down the straight, DRS will open. We'll go to the left hand side. It looks like a lot of energy used. We'll go to the outside to take the inside line. Should be getting DRS still as well, and this could be another move back into the lead as we go through. And yes, it's going to be the inside, outside, in the snaky corners. Verstappen keeps ahead. That will give us DRS again down this next straight. And Verstappen gets back ahead. We deploy DRS. We are back in 2. Now you can see Pourchaire is still minding his business at the moment. Now I might just move to light again. You've seen me do this before because we've got a nice gap. We're going to deploy. Just try and keep this close. Verstappen's now 5 tenths behind. He's dropped. Pourchaire might just have been out DRS range then. And the answer is yes. So 9 tenths. But it's okay. We're okay. I'm not too displeased, as we did get DRS this time round. Verstappen's 2 tenths again. So we're coming back at Max Verstappen. Leclerc pits on the mediums. That's a very early stop. He's gone for softs. It's not the quickest pit stop in the world either. Now what we're doing with Pourchaire is just trying to balance out, because he's going to go soft. He's going to be very quick. Leclerc's going to drop down in a bit of traffic, and he's got a nice, just a car ahead Bottas. Now we've got Stroll back in the lead on decent tyres. Pourchaire looking after his tyres. Now what the aim is, that as soon as these pits, we will bolt with Pourchaire. We're saving everything up, and we will absolutely hammer these mediums to try and get ahead of them. So now they pit. So now we push. We're going to attack. We've got very good mediums here. Very good. We could almost probably pull this out to a 1-stop. We're going to keep pushing with Pourchaire though. Stroll is out front, and with Verstappen pitting, we can now absolutely hammer it too. Verstappen is out on softs. So hopefully we haven't just hit the undercut probably a lot better actually. I mean, what has he got? Verstappen 21.7. He's on some brand new softs. Norris is going purple. Pourchaire is pushing now as well. If we can keep up with Norris, we're going to be bang there. And now we go a green sector and a green sector. And there's a yellow flag out there as well. It's not for us.
Caution, debris.
And that is over. No safety car, no VSC. And it's Kevin Magnussen and the Aston Martin. Oh, push him off. Carbon fibre everywhere. So I think we're going to have to come into the pit at some point. We've done our laps very, very strong. And I think with the last lap, 1:36.6, I think I will now pit for some fresh boots. We've got some mediums. Let's go for softs. So softs for Stroll, running in clear air. Pourchaire is deploying, and Norris is on softs here. So we're trying to get past. If we can get past, it'd actually be really big move in terms of our race, as Norris tries to hold on, and at the moment he is holding on. Let's top up. We'll have Stroll come in. We'll see where Stroll goes in this race. And surely we've got more pace than Norris. Stroll pits. Seen some early pit stops today. Will that be another one? No, there won't. Come on, Pourchaire. Switch out. That's where is Stroll coming out. 3.2. That's an better pit time. Here he comes. And that is not bad at all. The Ferrari does get us. We are going to get the other Ferrari though now, as we look to push, push and push. And what we're going to do is just move on to standard. And let's just catch these, because we have got a lot better tyres in this race. Pourchaire, we can just keep extending out, because he's not lapping too bad. 37.1. It was faster than Verstappen last time, as yeah, Norris comes back at us. Thanks, Norris, for absolutely ruining our times here. And I wouldn't mind Norris coming back ahead, but he's not going to. So we'll carry on. There is a point where we should pit for softs, because it'll be a lot quicker on the softs. But at the minute, he's going to fit around Gasly and Sainz. And they are on mediums. Stroll's just got Russell. Brilliant move. He's going to get DRS as well. Let's not worry about that at the minute. Now we've got to go softs, I feel. We go some slightly used ones for this stint. So let's bring Pourchaire in. Let's deploy everything. Stroll is in P4 and he's not pushing that hard at the moment either. Another yellow flag. Another crash out there. And who is it? It is Pierre Gasly in. And who is that? Oh, that is a massive crash. Both cars are off. I can't see any safety car being deployed. No, I can't. Norris pits though. That leaves Verstappen out. And who's behind Stroll? It's Russell. Where's Pourchaire? Not a bad pit time. We are ahead of Norris. That's crucial. We are ahead of Gasly. That's crucial. Probably helped us actually. And now we're just going to attack. We can attack all we want. Last laps, what were they? 36.1, but we're going longer in this race. Verstappen, remember, is going to have to go to the mediums. Pourchaire, we need a good lap time from. So we should be able to take the fastest lap back. Giovinazzi's got that fastest lap at the moment. We'll move that down to standard. And we'll see what sort of lap time Stroll can do compared to Verstappen. It is a 36.1 and a 36.0, so we gain 2 tenths. So Verstappen's cleared up front a little bit. It's because we're fighting with Leclerc. And what we'll do is we will just push an fastest lap here. Oh no, we haven't got DRS. Let's not do that at this point. Top back up. Leclerc is on used tyres, so he's pushing. We are a little bit pushing. We're trying to gain on Russell, but we have got a bit of a gap for Pourchaire, but he can run a little bit faster than a lot of people. Let's just deploy, because we are catching Russell very quick. I think he's just trying to hold these tyres out. This would be crucial. Another yellow flag. That is finished already. Bottas locking up at turn 8 on his return to Mercedes. And we're through. What about Stroll though? Let's see if we can get him through. If he makes a overtake here, we'll go for fastest lap. Oh, come on. Just dive one up the inside, my man. Come on. Giving you a fastest lap power. He's not going to take it. Not going to take it. So we'll cut back down. Where's Pourchaire? He's not too far behind. About 17, 18 seconds. Yeah, 18. So this is going to be hard for him to catch back up, but he can run softs and be a lot quicker. And you can see Stroll doing okay. 1/10 now the gap. If he literally would overtake him, I'd go on a fastest lap push. I honestly would. And I would attack. We're going to attack now. We need to get past. Now we've got to move. Done, surely. And now we can do a full attack. See if we can, with DRS as well, remember. Just see if we can take this fastest lap back from Leclerc. Because obviously points at early stages count for a lot. Pourchaire is looking good at the moment. Leclerc, we've already dropped by a second. That is the shape of our pace. And then we'll cut down because fuel is 0.5. Tyres. 65%. Verstappen's got to go though for mediums, so have we. And already we've dropped 2 seconds. Stroll done a green and a purple sector, and he's looking quality at the moment. And we should hopefully do a fastest lap across the line. And we do the fastest lap. We'll go back down to standard and back to top up. So we've managed to pull 2.2, which is very good work. And we're going to soon enter the pit window again. Someone, George Russell, has just robbed our fastest lap. Now luckily we've got Pourchaire coming back on softs, but nicely enough we have got Stroll, who's just calmly got to the back of Verstappen, who now pits. So Verstappen in. Remember, we're in a fight for Red Bull really. Ocon is ahead of us on used tyres. We need a pit stop issue. Don't think he's had it. I think it looks a fairly decent stop. We're not going to come back at Verstappen, I don't imagine, in this race, because he's now going to absolutely accelerate up behind us. Could have done with Norris getting through. But 5.2 seconds is the gap for Stroll, who's got to come back for the mediums. So we'll just keep an eye. It's still 21.7 at the moment. And I am going to balance it out, because you saw how that Red Bull struggled. And Pourchaire is still on okay softs here. We're going to move to aggressive. We're going to push some fuel as well. We'll go on to neutral. Just see if we can keep Verstappen reasonably behind before we go for softs again. Stroll is doing okay. So Stroll will have to get into a pit stop, I think, in the moment. We don't want to absolutely push these out. So I'm going to just attack the tyres for a lap. And then we'll come back for mediums, because the gap at the minute is 20 seconds, just under. And you've got 95% tyres, who Verstappen will be pushing. So Stroll, back for mediums. We're going to do a full push lap. We are obviously saving fuel here because we're on minus 0.4. Pourchaire carries on, and he's extending nicely into this stint. We're actually going to attack, I think. Verstappen's only 4 seconds behind, but if we can keep attacking, I mean, it's back up to 20 seconds now for Verstappen. Just 19.4, look, just coming down, just creeping, though, at present. Where is Pourchaire going to come out? He's probably going to come out around Ocon. So if he can get ahead of Ocon with this push-in, would be nice. We'll check the last lap times out, as Stroll is still absolutely murdering these tyres. And he's now into the pits. So good stop needed for the team. We've been improving this through the summer, or through the winter even. And now Pourchaire will carry on. What about Stroll? Hits the marks. Good stop needed. Yes, boys, 3.6 is not too bad at all. They're going to go through. Leclerc's coming down. We're ahead of Leclerc. And what we're going to do is we are just going to look after the tyres as soon as Stroll gets them up to temperature. Last lap, Verstappen did a 34.2. If that is not a reason to get back in the pits, then it certainly is now. We'll come back in. We are pushing hard though. Stroll just going to get the tyres up to temperature on these mediums, and he will be very, very strong over. Look at the tyres, 90%. We've got about 7-8%. Albon's had a pit stop issue. That won't bother us too much. And then now we get these temperatures up. So they're in fire. Pourchaire's not that far ahead. Verstappen is pushed very hard. We're not going to get Verstappen back with Pourchaire, I don't think, with 15 laps to go. But where we're going to come out is crucial. Good stop needed. 3.6. Where's Ocon? Ocon goes past. Russell is about to go past. That is bad if he gets ahead of us. We've got cold tyres though, so expect him to come past. We're going to have to push here. We're going to push as quick as we can. If Pourchaire can get away from Russell and get into DRS of Ocon, I can get a fastest lap attempt in. And we are pushing fairly hard at the moment. 8 tenths, 9 tenths. Need it up to a second, please. Here's a second now. So we can just cool down for a moment. Let's build back up. What we got to the leader, 21. We're never going to get back. It's Norris in the Ferrari who's got to pit surely. So we started a bad lap. Bad few laps for Pourchaire, who dropped down. Stroll on some used mediums, lapping quicker. He's right behind Norris actually. That's crucial to get past, especially with the tyres. Let's go back to standard. We'll attack soon. Russell He's dropped. Now we need to slowly just catch Ocon. If we can get DRS on Ocon, we'll be hitting the attack mode. Here we go with Stroll. Stroll's going to get a nice move down into turn 1. Last lap times, it is a 1:35.3. It's faster than Verstappen, not by much though. It's not faster than Ocon, who's must be pushing a little bit at the minute. We're not going to panic. We can probably go aggressive, but I just want to get within DRS slowly. Now Ocon is within a second. We've lost out to Leclerc again, who's pushing. Now, we do have to attack some points, but the gap is coming down. It's only 4.5 seconds. We are going to attack here big time with Porsche, because if we've got DRS, I mean, I didn't want to come through this quick. Hopefully we don't overtake. Now we can overtake, because I want a fastest lap if we can get DRS. We've got to move to the right. That's an overtaking opportunity, and that is through. This is fastest lap attempt for Porsche. It's not a great first corner, but it's enough, and he's absolutely cleared ahead. So there's a big time to find. Stroll just dropped out of DRS. We will just go to aggressive and go to neutral. So we'll get Stroll back in. Porsche, though, is absolutely crumbling this time. This is going to be a huge time, as there goes the fastest lap to Vettel at 33.2. 10 laps to go. We're lapping 1.4 seconds quicker than Verstappen. We're lapping 2 seconds quicker with Porsche, and that wasn't even on a push run, because here comes the push run from Porsche. This is going to be probably very, very nice, as we lose ERS as we cross the line, a 1:32.0. That is 3 seconds quicker than Max Verstappen. So we cut that down, because we've got to watch that fuel. Stroll matching the fuel nicely, and it was green, green, purple. That's what we needed. Now we're catching up. We're only 3 seconds now off the lead. Leclerc is pulling us along, and Porsche is not a million miles away, but obviously a gap of 8.5 seconds is quite big. We expected probably to be in the top 4, and here we go on Leclerc, who's now just starting to struggle a little bit on these soft tyres after he pitted earlier. We do the dummy. We're going to go to the left hand side, and we're also going to get DRS from this Mercedes in front of us if we can keep it. And we can. We're going to get DRS. That is a beautiful time to make a move. 1.8 to Verstappen. Porsche is actually flying, but he's got 9.5 seconds to make up in 7 laps. We're in within nearly a second of Verstappen. You can see that on your screen right now. We're just going to look. Verstappen doing 35.3s. Porsche's doing a 33.8. Still lapping 1.5 seconds clear at present. And now we are looking like a potential win could be on the cards. Leclerc is there with us, but we've dropped him. We've got DRS that we're attacking with now on Max, as we're going to try into turn 1. No luck this time. Out of turn 2 and 3 we go. DRS is open. No move just yet. We can attack these tyres as well when we want to. We're probably going to go to standard here for a moment. Porsche is attacking. I don't want to absolutely attack. I think aggressive is okay. Let's try and attack a little bit. See if we can bring it down. We are right behind. We're going to make a move. We're going to take P1 in the opening race on lap 51. But Verstappen is coming back. Now, I'm not going to push too much. We're going to try and close with Porsche here. I mean, it could give Max Verstappen a fastest lap on the mediums, but I doubt it. As we go down the straight and that gap tumbles all the time. We'll harvest. We can absolutely push, I think, though, with Porsche now. And we've got a decent gap out front. We're just trying to harvest up as much as we can. 7.6 is the gap. 9.4 off the lead. Verstappen is only 4 tenths behind, and we get a very slow exit there, it looked like. And again, we'll just manage. And there goes Verstappen, but that's okay. That is okay. 9.2 Porsche off the lead as these two squabble. Where is Leclerc? Just coming around that corner. We're not. If we can get DRS here, that would help. The gap is tumbling down. as Stroll again gets on. And that Red Bull is definitely pushing a little bit more now, but we're not pushing that much. As we go round the outside, new tyres, newish tyres, 73%. We will have an attack shortly. We've got a Mercedes ahead, 6.5 seconds is the gap. We're pushing more than I want, but why not? Let's absolutely send it. We're not going to get DRS, I don't think, just before the detection point, as Verstappen just creeps out a little bit. And that gap is now 5.6. Remember, Leclerc's on 53% tyres. Stroll's got that down to, well, 3 laps to go. We are really good. Or 4 laps to go when we cross the line. We're really good on tyres for Stroll. We're just going to keep within this range and then we're going to send it. Pourchaire's got the gap to 5.3 behind Leclerc. He's lapping 1.6 seconds a lap quicker. And that is with now approaching that tyre wear. So, when do we pull the trigger? I think with 2 laps to go, we will pull the trigger and we will go and make a move past Max if we don't do already. But they're just coming through turn 11, or about to hit turn 11. Pourchaire is on the exact same straight. So this is looking very nice. Verstappen potentially looking after tyres again here. We've got a 3-second gap. It's only 3.9 now for Pourchaire. And here we go, down the straight. 3 laps to go. I'm not going to push yet, but it doesn't matter because I think we're going to push anyway. Who gets DRS? It is us, and that is back into P1. Pourchaire is chasing hard, 50% tyres, down to 3.5 seconds now. Let's just deploy, see if we can catch Leclerc. It'd be a brilliant first race either way. But Verstappen's dropped 7 tenths, and now I think we can attack. We don't need to risk anything here. Let's get this gone. Let's get this gap opened up. 2.6 Pourchaire. Pushing all the time. We're going to have 2 laps to go and he's catching really quickly. Verstappen now nearly a second out. He is a second out, but he'll have DRS down the straight because he was just within. Pourchaire is there as well. Now 2.5. I think Leclerc maybe just picked up the pace a little bit. No, not 1.3, but we are now destroying tyres. We might as well give it a go with 2 laps to go. Verstappen currently a second behind. Let's push and get out of DRS. There is the Red Bull that we're trying to catch. 2.2. We're going to use our ERS again to see if we can just close in. Down to 2 seconds. We're getting a fastest lap as well here with Pourchaire. Stroll has disappeared, which is good. 2 seconds to Verstappen now. And we're going to literally give this as much as we ever have. Harvest nicely. And it's on the last lap. We're not going to catch, I don't think, Pourchaire. We do need to just conserve the fuel. So I think we'll take P1 and P4. It's not the worst case in the world. We have dropped again now because we, of course, have managed to push a little bit too hard. Now we're harvesting up. So we'll push out, but it's going to be a, quite frank, brilliant, encouraging season opener. Fuel is good at 0.1. We'll just conserve and bring that back down to 0. We don't want to do anything stupid in our first race. There you go, back to 0 it is. And it is going to be Lance Stroll in his first race of the season. Comes home with a nice win, great strategy. And Pourchaire is going to come home just 2.4 seconds behind Leclerc. Red Bull looking strong. It's a big gap to the rest. 15 seconds. We have done the regulation changes the best, and we start the season with a phenomenal win. Fastest lap for Pourchaire as well. Sainz at the back. Gasly, Ferrari come back through P6, P7. That's decent for them. And we have now really designed this car exactly where we need. Stroll first. Theo Pourchaire fourth, fastest lap time as well. And Lance Stroll takes charge of the championship at the very front. Williams move ahead in the constructors as well after that P1 and P4 finish. Pit times a lot better. We are getting on top of that slowly. So first and fourth, Big money in the bank. We meet all our objective, which is always very nice. Rear wing is complete as well. So we are managing, we are building very slowly. We're going to keep that building trend going on. We've got Jeddah in not too far distance as well. So literally in what is, let's have a look, it's 11 days time. So join us for Jeddah. I mean, can we get another win? It's going to be an exciting season.